she wasn't in an abusive relationship. Like she was in a loving relationship with my grandfather, but it was interesting because toward the end of their lives, he got kind of sick and weak, and so he didn't leave the house very much. He would just sit in his chair, watching TV for a while, and she would just sit there with him, chair, watching TV for a while, and she would just sit there with him. She just stopped having hobbies or doing anything on her own for a long time, and it wasn't until she moved down here after he died that she started doing anything like that again. But by then the dementia had set in. So she was like one of the most interesting people that I have known, and was afraid to let people know that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Because at that point or that point in time, they're like, smart woman. No, you can't be smart. You have to be. They didn't necessarily told them they have to be dumb. They just gave them a role. Be like, you're a woman. You're a housemaker. You're a homemaker. You're a mother, and that's all you should be.
Now, I will acknowledge my grandmother was very smart, but in some circumstances, like whenever my dad would tell her anything at all, she would believe it. No matter how stupid the thing he was saying was, she would always believe my dad until the last 10 years of her life. Mm-hmm. And then she finally started calling him on his bullshit, which was hilarious.
She's just waiting. She's like, oh, yeah. Kobe,
go, wait a second.
Go ahead and tell me some lie, Kobe. I'm waiting for it. You're like, oh, I got to do this. Oh, really? You got to do that? Here's a receipt. You can't do that. But, Mom, I can imagine your dad just going like, but Mom, and he's like in his 50s.
I'm actually having a hard time imagining that.
I can.
Can anyone else be this sexy and survive?